up, Group? Welcome to Alliance War Season 41, Number 8, where DSVG goes against Legion. Now, they have an interesting record where they have a lot of deaths and no deaths at all. So it's going to be a really tough war, considering that we're just assuming they're going to die very little against us. So we have to die very little against them. They banned Kingpin, Scorpion, and CGR. Now, beginning of the season, when I started seeing people use Scorpion and destroying fights, I told my line to start banning Scorpion. I think we did, but just seeing people ban Scorpion just makes this tactic a lot harder. But anyways, I'm going to be in Path 6 and Path 5. I got one mini-boss today, which is pretty exciting. Although, I guess 25 is a mini-boss also, so 2 mini-bosses, in quotes. I was really excited about this war because I just ranked forward Nimrod. And I wanted to bring him in to a war. And literally, right as this war is starting, I ranked forward him. His level up was up, I believe. So I ranked forward him. I'm going to bring him in for 2 fights. And Kitty Pride will get to do the other 5 fights. I have 7 fights this war. Hopefully, I can keep my deathless streak, although I died in the first war. But we're not counting that war. That doesn't count. So aside from the first war, doing pretty well. The goal on this node, which is basically a nothing node, is just Kitty Pride gets extra prowess, aggression prowess, and you get extra critical hits when you do the same hit, ending a combo, which for Nimrod is really useful because I'm just going to take away and turn off all of her prowess when I'm in the orange mode. Sorry for not knowing everything, and just destroying her in 30 seconds. And I did not even power set 1 that fight. If I did, that fight would have been over in 15 seconds easily. So Kitty Pride has no health, which is why no one likes her on attack unless you're really good with her. And I'm okay with her, considering I have 2 deaths with her this season. But yeah, now on to this Galan on Ebb and Flow Knockdown. I was given a White Max pre-fight to this fight, which makes it a lot easier to run full suicides, because then you can easily just parry and dash back and just heal up with that bleed debuff that's just running. My goal here is to run in and hold block and phase if I can. Phase block. If I just phase a special 1, not a big deal. But now that I have a Tiger Synergy also for this war, I can easily run in and just do as much damage as I want, like I am right now. I probably should have thrown a special 2 right here if I wanted to be safer. When I run in here, I'm going to hold block. I'm going to lose some prowess, but not a big deal. I think I'm going to knock him down right here, parry him, knock down, run in, special 2. Thought the first hit missed there for a second, did not. It almost did. Luckily, I throw out my little dragon at him, and he's dead. So Galan went down pretty well. Galan is a much better attacker than defender, especially this season that he's the attack tactic. And my buddy Law, or is it Peckle? One of the two gave me a White Max prefect for this Vision Aarkus. I took this Vision Aarkus last season with Doom. I was a bit concerned because that was the glancing meta, and you can easily glance against this guy. Because this is Power Snack, and that node where anytime the defender gets a bar of power, they put on a debuff on you that makes it so when you throw a special, you take away damage. Power Sting, that's what I'm looking for today. So I decided just to take it with Kitty, be super aggressive. I saw Water and Salty take our Vision Aarkus last war with Kitty without Tigra. So with Tigra, it's just stupid easy. You just be super aggressive, only phase. If you get arm broken, not a big deal. If you throw a special 2, just phase block it. It took no damage there from that block, which would have done a good amount of damage. And because Kitty is attack tactic, I can turn off his power gain with a special and 100% health. He's dead. So I think I put an inbound on for that fight, and it was so pointless because it was so easy. So next time I do that fight with the Tiger Synergy, I think I'm just gonna not bother inbounding. If I don't have the Tiger Synergy, I just probably will inbound in case it goes to the special 3, which I'll probably bait out anyways. Now, on Path 5, which is Ebb and Flow Intercept, so the opponent defender has a protection up, but in order to turn that protection off, which I just did, and get a Fury, you have to intercept him. Now I'm just throwing random light attacks there because it just happens. It's happened so many times this season where I'm going for a medium, I just throw a light. And because I don't have a White Max pre-fight here, I gotta get my prowess up to 10 at least. And I'm gonna only hit him while phasing because of what's happened right there. Is he ran in, or when I ran in, he evaded. So if you're phasing during the evade, you don't take the power sting damage, and you're phasing, so you're pretty golden good to go. And you'll see right there, same thing happened. He evaded, turn off his Scorpion Sense. I get my Fury up right there. I'm gonna bait special 2. I'm gonna run in here. I'm gonna throw a special 2 after that hit, which gives me 23 prowess and a huge special 2 with power back. He's dead. So I did take a bit of damage here, mainly because of some poisons that I had on me, and I had to take this a lot slower since I had to get my prowess up to at least 3, and try to get up to 10. So I did a lot of parries, so just some block damage there. Now onto the sassy, which I took last or 2 wars ago. I took him on the next node, which has the same nodes on it, which is ebb and flow intercept and mighty charge. So basically the same thing as the last node, but this time you can't really parry unless you re-parry, because his medium attacks turn off all debuffs. So I'm trying to get my prowess up. Once I get my prowess up, I'm going to be aggressive, and I'm hoping to throw my special while he's in wrath. A good thing about sassy on this node, for sassy and the other people, not me, is that when he has protection up, you get like no damage to him, because anytime he has his charges, the higher they go, the more physical resistance he gets. So with his protection up and his charges, look at that, 1,000 damage right there. You do like no damage at all. But when he's in his wrath, you do all the damage, because there's no more protection. There's no more extra physical resistance. Like right now, he's in his wrath. I'm going to get intercept off right here, throw a special 3, or not yet. Right here, I'm going to throw a special 3, I hope. Or I'm just being aggressive. It's all good. And he's done. So super easy fight, 1 minute. I'll be honest, I did this fight a few seasons ago with Kitty Pryde, and I did terribly. I finished with like 40% health. I would finish it in like 3 minutes because he would just be regenerating like crazy. But 1 minute down with a bunch of health left, it felt really good. Really good. Now, it is nighttime, and I am moving on to this LongShot and this apoc. Now, I'm going to be waiting for a White Max pre-fight for this LongShot. I think I can do this without White Max pre-fight, especially with Kitty Pryde and a Tiger synergy. But I figured I want to be safer. We have died a bit already in this war, and I'd rather not cause death in case I'm not careful. But thank you to my buddy Peckle. Him and I was switching off paths. He was in path 5 in section 1, and I was path 6. We switched paths in the second section because our pods, we decided that was the best way to do it. Although I wish I could have brought White Mags instead of Nimrod, but I'm so glad I brought my new rank 4 Nimrod, because these fights are going to be so fun. Right now, the point here is to do the same thing. But the best and easiest way to die against a LongShot is taking a special 1 to the face, especially when he has his good karma up, because you will degen like crazy, or bleed like crazy, whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to push him to special 2. I do have my 20 prowess, but I'm not being as aggressive because I don't feel like taking a special 1 to the face on accident. So my base special 2 right here. I do have my dexterity up, so he is running Mystic Dispersion. He throws it, I dex back, I dash in. He saw me to that special 1. He doesn't feed into my intercept, that's fine. This is my last Kitty Pryde fight of the war. I think I'm going to parry this right here. Parried, awesome, took like 100 damage because I am an expert. Get my intercept off right there. Didn't count as intercept, which I'm pretty pissed about. It should have counted. Pushed him to special 2, 5-hit combo, awesome. Dash back, or not, I guess. And he's not nullifying my dexterity, which feels really good. I'm going to heal up a little bit with the armor break while he's just being stingy and not throwing a special 2. And I'm going to dash in here. Hopefully get my intercept off right here. I'm going to be very, very, not aggressive, but I guess hopeful that the special is at 45% health with the extra fury and all the boost of mine that he'll die from the special 3. But I have no prowess potency up at all, so there's no way the special 3 would kill him. He goes down to 11% health. He's at a special 2. I don't have an inbound up for this fight. He almost goes to a special 3. If I was phasing, I would probably be fine, but I didn't have prowess up. I could have died right there because he finally nullified my dexterities. 2 in a row, too. But that fight is down, and I got my 6 fights down, 1 to go. This is apoc. He is a defender tactic, so I have to watch out for the flourish buffs anytime I block. So this fight goes a little bit longer. He gets 1 flourish right there. I missed my parry, but not a big deal. Honestly, not sure why he was placed on this node. He's a lot harder on Conflictor, especially if you don't know how to run that node. But I mean, I don't see why he's on this node, because this node is Vigorous Assault when he is regenning with a regen buff, an active regen buff, not passive. Then he goes unblockable, but he doesn't regen. So I missed my parry, get a re-parry, not a big deal. On my bait special 1 right here. And I do want to learn how to fully dex his special 1, so he doesn't have to gain any flourish at all. I'm just parrying here just to get my armors up. I'm going to dash in here, and he doesn't block, which is dumb, but he does right here, finally. And then I could probably throw this into his block, but it's not a big deal. Throw a special 2. and he's at 50% health. So I'm all right. One more special 2 on the safeguard, vigorous assault apoc, and he's dead. Just play it the same. Don't get stuck in the corner, in my corner that is, because then I get in trouble. I'm not running an inbound boost because this is literally a nothing fight. And I just didn't know if the shocks were going to do 1% damage each. But it's bypassing safeguard, which is really nice. Now he's holding block, which is also really nice. Kind of wish I was doing parry heavies, but I'm trying to give as little power as possible. Now, if I had done this video over again, I probably would have sped this fight up for you. Because honestly, it's just 2 special 2s and it's over. If I would have redone this fight, I probably would have parried more often. Just so I could get more armors up and do more damage when I throw my unblockable eradicate special 2. But he's dead. So apoc's gone. Could have done that a little bit faster with a power start 1 boost. But I was running suicides and this team was very suicide friendly, which feels pretty good. 7 fights this war with only 1 9k potion used, which was after Scorpion because I was poisoning to death. But felt pretty good. I think I put a combat regen boost on at some point just to not heal up as much. But 46 fights so far this season with 2 deaths in the first war. But again, that doesn't count. We're not talking about that war. Kitty Pryde is now the top attacker of this season, which is pretty cool for me. With Hercules trailing behind because Hercules is whitelisted. You can use him in any war you want, but Kitty Pryde gets banned in some wars. But we end up losing this war 4-8. How we died 8 times, no idea. But I was MVP number 3. Munash and Ava were just amazing people. Ava has like a deathless streak of like 200 going almost, and he's just an amazing person. Cool guy who helped me get into DSVG. And Munash, everyone knows, who's been an awesome YouTuber ever since Sweeta was on the line, and also in DSVG. But yeah, I got to add Path 6 at Kitty. Finally got to add that node. More Path 5, which I swear is just my path for this season, which I've been doing pretty good on. I have yet to die on the path this season, which feels pretty good. And I got to finally add another mini-boss. Had that Zemo earlier, that Fury 2 deaths, but I got to add the apoc at node 50. I don't see myself on node 50 anymore this season because the attackers I bring in aren't really good for safeguard, although I think Hercules could probably do it. But yeah, I felt pretty good this war. Super happy with how I did with only using 1 potion. It's hard to go fully itemless, to be honest. I really want to one war, but I need to be safer. And I'm doing it for the Alliance, but everyone did a great job in the Alliance. Good job to DSVG and everyone in every battle group. Good job to Legion for winning this war. We're going to get you guys back, don't worry. Anyways, Coop, sign off. Happy gaming.